I know the journey from being a beginner trader to a point where you start making some significant profit from the market is a very boring one, and it takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of persistence, and it takes a lot of dedication to actually hit that goal and then be able to say, okay, you are a forex trader, and be proud to tell some people, your friends, your family, your relations, that yeah, you're a forex trader, right? This is my life as a forex trader. This is Freddy FX, right? And I'm going to document my life on this channel as a forex trader. So if this is something you find interest with, please try and like this video and subscribe to this channel. I know, and if you're one of our returning subscribers, I want to say a very big thank you to you. You don't know what this means to me, right? This means a lot. I appreciate your effort, I appreciate your support, right? This means a lot to me. I want to say a very big thank you to you for coming back to this channel, right? So if you're a new subscriber, please hit that subscribe button and also turn on the post notification bell so that you get notified each time we drop videos like this. All right, so today I'm going to be taking you guys to my system, and I'm going to be showing you guys exactly how I took a trade on USDJPY that actually got me some money. I'm going to be showing you guys how I use my flip zone and how I use my trend line, right? Which might be the same way you're using it, or it might be a different way from what you're doing, right? So today we are going to be talking about how I use my flip zone and how I use my trend line. Okay, so if it's something you find interesting with, please stick to the end of this video so that you get all the full gist and you get exactly how I do trade, how I do take my trade using the flip zone, and how I do take my trade using the trend line, right? So without wasting much of your time, let's head over to the system so I'll show you guys how I trade, right? Subscribe. All right, good morning, welcome to my YouTube channel, right? So like I said, I was going to show you guys how I caught a trade on USDJPY using my flip zone and also a trend line, right? So for now, we're going to start with talking about the flip zone, right? So for the purpose of this video, we're going to be talking about this area in the market, right? Just this area in the market, right? So we're going to focus our attention on this particular area in the market. I'm going to show you guys how exactly I managed to catch my trade at this area of the market using what? A flip zone, right? So before we proceed, I would like to talk about what a flip zone is, if you don't know what a flip zone actually is, right? So now, what is a flip zone? I said here that the flip zone is a zone where support turn to be resistance and vice versa. So what does this mean? It actually means that a flip zone is the area in the market where support turn to be a resistance, right? So when the market is having a support at a particular area, when the market breaks above that support, that place is likely going to be a resistance for the market, right? So the same way, when an area is a resistance in the market and then price eventually breaks that area, there's likelihood that that area is going to be what? A support, right? When the market breaks above a particular resistance, there's possibility that that resistance is going to turn to be what? Turn to be a support, right? So let's go over to our chart and look at the example we have here, right? So with the definition, all right, I'm going to be showing you guys exactly what we have here, right? So this area in the market is what we are looking at, right? So if you look at this area, you're going to see that what the market was doing at this area is the market came all the way to the top here and resisted at this area, right? And then it came back down. It came again to that same area, resisted the second time, came back down. The third time the market broke above, right? When the market broke above this area for the third time, it came back down and was approaching this area. I want you to pay attention to this zone, right? I want you to pay attention. I want you guys to pay attention to this zone and see what happened here, right? So if you see, the market came back down to this zone that was acting as a resistance. As you can see, the market came back here the first time, we had a support, right? The market came back here the first time, and then this market supported this area here. This area in this market did what? Acted as a support to push the market up. The market still came back here the second time, and the area still did what? Acted as a support to do what? Push the market up. So now this is how I trade. I don't know if you watched my previous video, right? So I wanted to show you guys how I took my trade, how I enter my trade. If you've watched my previous video, you're going to know the importance, right? You're going to know how important I take weak rejection, right? So I don't just take trade without seeing those weak rejection, because those weak rejection actually telling me that okay, that these people are in the market and then these other people are opposing, right? So it actually gives me a clear knowledge of who is in power or who is in charge of the market at that period in time, right? So it's just like, let me just say, the weak rejection or candlesticks anatomy, right? If you have studied about candlestick anatomy, you're going to understand the importance of weak rejections and momentum candles. So this chart, I'm going to show you guys how I actually took my trade on this USDJPY and how I was able to maximize my profit. So firstly, I said that this area was acting as a resistance, right? So the market resisted here the first time, the market resisted here the second time. So the third time, upon touching the third time, the market broke above it, right? So when the market broke above it, it is only expected that the market will come back to do what? Retest this zone that was acting as a support, a resistance, and significantly the market should find support at this zone, because resistance is expected to turn toward support. This is what a flip zone is all about, right? So is this market going to take support here? 100% we don't know, right? So we are going to wait and see what the market does when it approaches this level. Then that's how a successful trader is supposed to be trading, right? So forex is just a waiting game. Forex is a waiting game, so you have to wait and see what the market does when it approaches this area. All right, so we wait, and then the market started approaching this area. As you guys can see, the market started approaching this area, and upon touching this area, what the market did, what gave us a sweet and a nice buy to the upside, right? So let me zoom in this chart so you guys are going to see exactly what I mean, right? Let me zoom in this chart so you're going to see exactly what I mean, right? So yeah, this is the area of interest, right? So this is the area of interest that we're looking at, right? So the market broke above the area here. At this point here, the market broke above and then started coming back, and upon touching this area, the market gave us this nice bullish candle here. But if you understand candlestick anatomy, you're going to understand that this candle was started as a bull, but at the ending, you're going to see that the sellers were overpowering the buyers, right? The sellers were overpowering the buyers, so this left us with a long wick to the upside, and this is not what I want to see if I want to be taking my trade, right? I don't want to see a situation where the market will be giving us wick at the top, right? So if I want to enter for a buy here, which is expected, I want to enter for a buy because this area, I'm expecting this area to act as a support, so I want to enter for a buy. So if I'm buying the market, I don't want to be seeing long wicks at the top. Rather, I would like to see the long wicks at the bottom here. So if I see long wicks at the top, is a red flag. It shows me to stay out of that market, right? So what I'm expecting to see is the market giving us a weak rejection below here and then a momentum candle. So I'm going to take my trade, right? So this does not meet up my criteria for entering a trade. This does not meet up my criteria for entering a trade, so I still will not enter this trade at this point, regardless of the fact that the market gave us a big bullish candle here. That is not my entry criteria. It doesn't suit my entry criteria, so I'm not going to enter this market because the market gave us a candle and then give us a very big long wick at the top. So if you understand what candlestick closure and market manipulations, you're going to understand that this point here is a point where the market makers are trying to manipulate people, are trying to drag buyers to enter the market so they can take them out, and then the market will still go to the bullish side. So I'm not going to fall for these manipulations. So this is not what I did. I was patiently waiting for this market. I was patiently waiting for the market to give me a weak rejection to the downside at this level and then a bullish candle so I can enter for my trade. So if you watch my previous video, you're going to understand my importance, how I do look at my bullish candles, right? How I do take my trade using the bullish candles and the weak rejections, right? So if you have not watched that video, I'm going to put the link in the description so that you can as well look at the video and then understand the importance of weak rejections and then momentum candle, right? So without wasting much time, right, so let's go over to this one. So yeah, so I waited again for the market to retest this level for the second time, because I knew for a fact that since this market has given us these manipulations here, that the sellers are going to, the market makers are going to definitely take out the what they are going to definitely take out the sellers at this point here, because many people would like to enter their trade when they see this candle like this. They are going to enter their trade like this and put their stop loss below this area here. So the market makers are always interested to take out the early, also push the market to the upside. So I wasn't ready to fall for this trap, because already this market does not meet up my criteria. So I waited for the second touch of this market. I waited for the second touch, and what happened? The market came back down to this area here. So I saw what happened. If you see what happened here, you're going to see that there were weak rejections at the bottom side, right? This is what I want to see. I want to see those weak rejections telling me that yes, the sellers are trying to push the market down, but the buyers are not allowing the market to push below this level, right? So after seeing these weak rejections below here, I have to wait for what? A momentum shift, right? So if you guys understand what a momentum shift, you're going to know that a momentum shift is that big bullish candle going towards the direction, right? So I was waiting to see a momentum shift in this market, and then finally I saw this candle here, this big hammer candle here. So I had to like, okay, see, since this is happening, it shows that all right, the buyers are very much in control. So I had to enter my trade after the closure of this hammer candle here, and then I put my stop loss right below this market, right below the lows of these candles, right? So this hammer candle was my entry point, and then the lows of these candles here, or of this week, was my stop loss, because I knew if this market eventually violate and break below these wicks, like okay, I will know that yes, the sellers are also back in power, right? So for this case scenario, I knew that the buyers were in power because of there were so many weak rejections at the bottom side here, right? So I had to take my trade here after the close of this hammer candle, and set my stop loss below the wicks, and then my take profit at 1:3. If you see that this trade gave me 1:3 wicks to reward ratio, I actually made a lot of money from this trade. So I decided to, okay, let me share it with you guys, so that you guys can actually know how I take my trade using my flip zone, right? This is a trade I took using a flip zone, right? I'm going to be sharing a trade that I took using my my trend line strategy, right? So if it's something you're interested to see, watch out for next video. And if you're not yet subscribed, please click that subscription button right now to subscribe, and turn up the post notification bell so that you get notified each time we drop videos like this. And also, if you're interested in joining our Telegram group, where we drop free signals as well and educate people, forex trader, like young forex trader, young upcoming forex trader, we talk and share ideas with each other. If you want to join that community, right, the link will be in the description group. Try and join the community so that you get to know other forex traders like you that are struggling in the market just like me. All right, so we get to share ideas and then get to make maximum use of our potentials, right? So without wasting much time, right, we're going to be ending this video, right? We're going to be ending this video here. So watch out for the trend line strategy. I'm going to be sharing the trend line strategy right after this one, right? So if it's something you're interested in, please click the subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell so you get notified each time we drop videos like this, right? So peace out. This is Freddy FX. I'm out.